Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Broku. Today we're going to be discussing Yuno and what is the key for him to be able to become strong enough to get his revenge on Zenon of the Dark Triad. So, if you guys don't remember the series of unfortunate events for Yuno, after being revealed to be the Spade Prince, the rightful heir to the throne of the Spade Kingdom, and finding out the Dark Triad were treacherous to his own family and caused him to be abandoned in the Clover Kingdom, Yuno would then take word and take news that the Golden Dawn was being attacked by the Spade Kingdom. He goes there, he defeats Gadaroi, he takes Foil off guard, which causes Letoli to be able to weaken Foil to let Klaus kill him, and then they would all face off against Zenon, who had just defeated William Vengeance, the captain of the Golden Dawn. What would happen next is Yuno would be fighting alongside Klaus and Letoli. While they would be defeated quite instantly, Yuno would be able to at first parry attacks from Zenon, but it would basically be confirmed that Zenon was just still toying with them, as Yuno went from being able to easily destroy the bone attacks to once he got close to Zenon, he wasn't able to destroy them, as Zenon was regenerating the bones way faster than Yuno could cut them with Zephyr. Then, from there, Zenon would activate 55% Devil Power, and potentially use his second magic type as we get this weird box that surrounds him. This box reminds me of two things, that is, the sealing magic of Sekre, and the spatial magic of that one diamond interrogator who could make, basically, other dimensions where he would basically interrogate people. So is this going to be sort of a sealing magic or a sort of spatial magic that Zenon will have besides his bone magic? Who really knows? But what we do know is Yuno was absolutely destroyed, embarrassed by Zenon, and this caused half the Golden Dawn to be killed and for William Vengeance to be captured. So Yuno was in a state of despair after this. He was not happy. He was crying and screaming to the sun. And this has led many people to kind of theorize that we're going to get another time skip, as they assume that Yuno, Noel, and Asta are nowhere near strong enough to fight the different members of the Dark Triad. And while I do somewhat agree that right now they're not strong enough, I don't think we need another time skip. Asta could still get more access to his devil power. Noel has yet to use any runes or mana zone, and Yuno has a way he could get way stronger very quickly, and that's what this video is going to be focused on. So basically, we do know that Yuno is nowhere near close to Zenon, as Zenon was toying with him in his base form, and then effortlessly destroyed him with 55% devil mana. And we know that Zenon can go up to 80% devil mana, and it was revealed through Vonica and Magicula's possession contract that a 1% increase in power is drastic. It's phenomenal, as stated by Noel, and that would mean that 80% Zenon is 25 phenomenal power amps above of 55% Zenon. So Zenon has a lot more power left in reserve, and Yuno not only has to catch up to 55% Zenon, but 80% Zenon. And how would he exactly do that? Well, I think it's been already shown what Yuno's going to have to do here in order to overcome Zenon and defeat him and get revenge. And I think that that has to do with Yuno's magic stone. It really was focused on a decent bit once the time skip showed Yuno. It immediately shows that Yuno got his magic stone back from William, as Gildray had taken it when him and Reggie were in the Shadow Palace stealing items. Then it shows that again when Seal shows the flashbacks. Actually, no, I believe his name was Ralph. Shows the flashbacks, the Mirage magic, or the Mirage spell, and it shows that the guy had found the magic stone in the strong magic region and then gifted it to Yuno as an amulet. So that's two different things of it showing that Yuno was getting this magic stone back. It could have just shown that he got it back. It didn't have to be explained. I think that Tabata showing focus on the magic stone is foreshadowing that Yuno will use this in order to overcome Zenon in the future. Now, the potential of the magic stones We don't really know. All we know is that they are very powerful. As stated by the Witch Queen, the wearer of the magic stone will have their power amplified, and we also do know that only elves can get the true access to it, and we do also know that having a high level of magic power is what helps you use the magic stones well. Yuno kind of applies to all of it. He was, turned into an elf. He has high magic power. He's a royal, so he should be able to use this. And maybe with his vessel being his body was the vessel for Licht and Tektia's son, who was, an elf-human hybrid. So maybe he can get more access out of this magic stone. We know it has multiple abilities. It was able to go and basically create a portal to enter the Shadow Palace, even though it was already closed. And that basically did it on its own. And so we know that the magic stone likely has other abilities based on that. We know it amplifies the power of the user, it amplifies the power of spells, and it lets access to the Shadow Palace, which should be forbidden magic. And this leads me to one thing also that it can do. So, if he gets access to the powers of the magic stone, can just automatically increase his magical power, and that's already going to bridge the gap between him and Zenon. But what could maybe happen next, and I've heard this from other people, but I don't think if it does happen, it will be through that way. People have predicted that Yuno has gone through despair after the death of half the Golden Dawn, and they think that it's going to be revealed later that he has a 5th leaf on his grimoire now, and that he now can use demon wind magic. Because he is a 4-leaf Clover grimoire, he should be able to convert to like a dark human or whatever, there's a dark elf. But I don't think that would happen for Yuno. I think that they would need to keep the dynamic between Asta and Yuno more, where Yuno is the 4th leaf, Asta's the 5th leaf. I don't see Yuno be getting a 5th leaf as well. And what I think could possibly happen though is that since magic stones are tied with forbidden magic, maybe once Yuno uses the magic stones, he can use demon wind magic, or dark wind magic, whatever you want to call it, and that is how he basically uses the demon wind magic, the dark wind variant. I think that would be a much better way, because you keep the dynamic of him being the 4th leaf Clover boy, the 4th leaf Clover child, the 4th leaf Clover guy. And it would just make it so that he has access to demon wind magic when he uses the magic stone, so he could still have just normal wind magic and not always have demon wind magic. Because I think that, not having access to demon powers or devil powers keeps the cool dynamic between Yuno and Asta, but it wouldn't be too bad if he could do that with short periods of time while using the magic stone. So that is how I think the key to Yuno's revenge on Zenon is using the magic stone and becoming a better user of it, using it to amplify his magical power, amplify the power of his spells, and then use it for its other abilities. Maybe with the forbidden magic, he can use demon wind magic. And we know that demon wind magic has some effect on the power of devils, as the demon light magic was able to destroy the spells of Zagred. Now, is it arcane, or is it just affected by forbidden magic? We don't really know, because it could be that it was arcane, it just was not strong enough to kill Zagred. But if Yuno has demon wind magic and it's amplified his magical power way over, maybe he could kill Zenon and the devil that he is in a possession pact with. So I think this is the key to Yuno overcoming and getting revenge on Zenon. It's not through some other means, it's not through a training arc. I think it is through the power of the magic stone. I think it's foreshadowed in the beginning of this arc after Yuno finds out that he's a Spade Kingdom royal, and before that when he reveals that he has his magic stone back. I think that is just Tabata setting the steps of the future and foreshadowing that Yuno will use this magic stone finally. He barely even used it in the elf arc, he pretty much was just wearing it, and we do know that just because you're wearing it doesn't really necessarily mean that you're using it to amplify your magical power now, as the magic stones glow when it's being used. So I think what's going to happen is Yuno is going to learn somehow how to use this magic stone, and that's going to be a key point in how he defeats Zenon and gets his revenge. And so people, they keep saying, oh, there's going to be another time skip. Yuno is going to learn to train runes and arrays, which I honestly don't think that that's going to happen. I don't think Yuno was excluded from the Heart Kingdom training just so he can lose and then learn the runes thereafter. I think that's just kind of a way to set it up that way. If he does learn runes and arrays, I think it will be at a later point in the series, but not during this arc. I think that'll be at a different point. I think the rune training and the array training was to set up dynamics and differences between the different characters, and it was a way to let luck actually surpass Yuno. And so I don't think Yuno is going to actually learn the runes and arrays this arc. I think that he's just going to learn how to use his magic stone better and use that to defeat Zenon. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus...